Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, I hear everybody's takes. Y'all are actually really hilarious. But I'm not here to talk about money or anything like that. You guys are going to see in the future what's going to happen with me. Until then, you guys can continue your takes, whatever you think, this, that. That's cool. I'm here to speak on what happened today and what brought you guys to this circle. That's what we can talk about. But all of that WNBA stuff, I'm not here to talk about that because I know what's going on. You guys don't know what's going on. So if y'all want to talk about what just happened, we could talk about that. Other than that, I'm gonna just leave.
No, 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 Kennedy, don't leave. I mean, it's good to have you here, and I appreciate you and this guy. I've been screaming for you to come play for this guy, so it's I am very sad to see you go, or but I have really great hopes for you, and I know that you're gonna land someplace great and do great. I know you're gonna bust our ass next season, but that's okay. I'll still be rooting for you. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think that this is a business, you know? Some things are said, some things are gone unsaid. You guys do know that, I came from Los Angeles. I didn't play. I came to a new organization. I was embraced. I was loved. I came from playing 8 minutes, guys. I came from playing 8 minutes to taking a lot of people's spots, taking minutes, playing, doing a lot of things for the organization that I really respect and I love and I appreciate for even giving me the opportunity. So for the narratives of me not being happy and this and that can't possibly be true because it's just like everything in Chicago typically went right for me. There was nothing that I could say that, oh, I didn't like the way they did this, or oh, I didn't like how this happened. Like everything was really cool from just the teammates to the games, even just when we were trying to make the playoffs. It was a hard fight. Y'all know I went down. I had a foot injury, which cost a lot of games at the end of the season. We ended up losing to Washington. I didn't play. We lost to Indiana. I didn't play that game. I missed a couple of games to where maybe if we had our whole lineup, we could have had a better outcome. But like as far as like that, there's a lot of just narratives being spent. And from my standpoint, I had a great time, and this was one of the best seasons that I ever had in my career. And I'm not gonna allow anybody to downplay it like it went bad because it didn't go bad. It was the best season that I've had in my life, shooting wise, playing wise, living wise. Like it was a great experience for me personally.
I have a question for you, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
What have you, in terms of your game, what have you been working on this off season?
I'm really
Like
just
focusing.
working on just trying to be in the best shape of my life, trying to be able to space the floor a little bit, read defenders. I'm getting trapped and guarded by three people, so I'm learning how to obviously put the ball on the ground, find people, see everyone around the court, find myself, continue to get to my spots, and just continue to shoot the ball the way I was shooting it during the season. Just shoot with confidence and really just be a space creator. Find my bigs, find my wings, just seeing the floor better than I've seen this past season. Obviously I
And
felt like I played good on the defensive end too. Like people don't understand. Like when I came to Chicago, I was guarding threes. Like I was guarding pretty much all the threes in the league. So I went from guarding threes to guarding twos to guarding point guards. So I'm pretty comfortable in that area defensively. Just even with my size.
also, I heard they love you over there in China.
Yeah,
How
they
you, how
do.
you
I
feel about
mean,
that experience?
it's amazing. A lot of people never even get to go outside of the US. So when you hear people talking about, oh, you're in China, stay in China. First off, China is paying me a hell of a lot of money to be over here. More money than I can even count up if I'm really being honest. And then on top of that, I get an extra amount of money just for winning games and having high stats. So just making the money over here just it makes me want to push harder and get better and become a great player, a great teammate. The coaches love me, the organization loves me, they appreciate me and what I've done for them. We're number one right now. We haven't took too many losses. We should make the playoffs. We could potentially play Camilla's team. So, I mean, it's fun over here. It's less stress. You ain't got to worry about all of the Twitter narratives and all of the extra stuff that just come with, playing in the W. Some of the stuff, it just be extra. Just want to focus on basketball and just have fun. Like, sometimes the fun really be just taken out of it. And you don't have to deal with that here. You literally can play basketball, get paid a lot of money, and just go home, steady yourself the way it should be.
So we probably won't see you in Unrivaled next year. Oh
Um,
my god.
um, you know, that's one of the things I understand the fans want to see me in that. Um, I even talked to my family about it. 3-on-3 for me, guys, I'm pretty fast. I'm quick in transition. I don't think it would be a stretch for me, but I'm more so just focused on my bag. So, it just depends. Me and my agent, we're going through the process right now, figuring everything out. So it really just depends. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm doing so well here that it would be quadruple of what I'm making now. So it really just depends. But I love the league. I love all the ladies in it. The competition has been good. It's making everybody better. A lot of one-on-one games. So it would definitely be fun for the fans. But like I said, it really just depends.
All right, this is my last question. So you've been watching the league, right? Like just from watching the league, who do you think is going to win the championship, and why is it vital, BC?
Why do you think I'm gonna go with vinyl? No.
Because they got the ISO scores. They got the Kennedy Carter prototypes on their team. For real.
Nah, Enrique and Ryan, they're two special, talented players who are amazing from just creating their own shot. We're all similar in the same ways, but just play a little bit different. I'm a fan of their team for sure, but the number one team that I really like watching is the Owls. I like the way they space the floor, they move the ball, and they're cohesive. They have team chemistry. So if I put my money, I'd put my money on the Owls. But for sure, I love Enrique's team with Ryan for sure.
Go ahead, Brady.
All right, so Ken, I know you said you don't want to talk about the WNBA or the business side of it, and I don't know if my question kind of like borders that or whatever. So it's fine if you don't want to answer it or anything, but like it's been a lot of like back and forth on the timeline with people possibly misconstruing your words or taking things too deeply. You want to clear that up or speak to like your relationship with your teammates and stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, some of my teammates, we have the same agent. We're represented by the same agent. So there's a lot of conversations that's been going on behind closed doors that I don't personally want to say people's name, but they're very important who obviously like playing with me, love playing with me. But as far as, the number one player, Angel's a special player, I love watching her. This season, we had a great relationship. And I don't feel like, the way things went on Twitter, it shouldn't have went like that. When people kind of wear a shoe, that means you believe that. I specifically was speaking to me. I'm a valuable player because obviously the closest shot on the court is the layup or the mid range, and that's what I specialize in doing. So when I'm tweeting, I'm specifically talking about me. Y'all know I think that I'm all world, all pro. So I'm locked in on myself. I really don't care about any other player or what they got going on. Just know that when you see me, it's always going to be smoke. I'm always going to have my sneakers laced. I'm always going to be ready to hoop. And then after that, we could talk about whatever. But as far as like, the narratives, I think people are going to do that. I'm a hot commodity right now. I'm a big time player, with things that happened in the past that just continually try to like bring me down and try to belittle me as a person. Most of these people don't know me, never talk to me, only read what they seen in the media and the articles, don't know the story that happened in Atlanta, don't know how it transpired, don't know that, players apologized and understood their parts. I understood my part. Really don't know the back end of the story. Just know what they put out on media, and that's fine. Like, they can take a narrative. They're able to do that. Their opinions never bother me. But it's just when people try and spin my words as if like I'm talking about other players. I don't have to talk about other players because I believe that, I'm one of the best players in the world. And I've shown that multiple times, no matter if it was 8 minutes or 38 minutes. So as far as that, yeah, I just think that sometimes people take things too far to the wrong extent, try and bring up people that have nothing to do with me. I have nothing to do with them. Then to my main point, one of the players that they brought up, she wasn't even playing tonight. So it's just little shit like that that just it's unnecessary, it's uncalled for, just trying to bring drama. I feel like I'm a little bit of a clickbait person, so as soon as you see my name, a lot of people gonna click in, and that's cool. You bringing a lot of eyes to me. Like, I don't never doubt it, but it's just like little shit like that. It get unnecessary at times. Like, if you're allowed to say how you feel, like y'all feel like, oh, I should make this and I should make that. I should be able to say I feel like a person should make layups regardless of it's me or anybody in the NBA. Anybody that plays basketball knows that you should make layups. That's the first thing that we practice when you become a athlete. You work on layups, it's closest shot. Then you work your way out, mid range, 3 pointers. So I personally don't think that my take was incorrect. And I think that the chart is just a chart. Like, it's correct. I'm gonna like anything that's relevant and tied to me when somebody is giving me praise, because clearly we see I don't get it very often. So when you see things like that, I like that. I like that somebody acknowledged that, I did have a great efficient season from the field, and that's just that on that.
Hey, Kennedy, I don't know if you can answer this. But with free agency just opening yesterday, but you still being in China and players not really being able to sign deals or do anything till February, are you basically not gonna talk to teams or talk till you get back to the States after your season, or are you gonna like
I, I have a meeting with the team in like 2 days, but that's all I'm gonna give you, just because everybody thinks that, oh, I'm not gonna do this. I have a meeting with the team in 2 days that I'm potentially interested in. There's a couple of top teams too that are interested. So it just depends on a lot of factors. Where I want to go, what best fits me. We know my caliber of play. So I'm just trying to play with people that match me, match my speed, can make me better, and I also can make them better. So with that, it just depends.
so like hypothetically speaking, you wouldn't mind coming off a bench, right?
I'm not gonna answer any questions
Okay,
like
okay,
that,
okay.
but
I'm sorry. Okay,
but
my
if
bad,
you
my
want
bad.
me, if you
My
want
bad,
me
yeah,
to
my
be a
bad.
bench, if you want me to be a bench player, then that's your take. But in my eyes, I'm one of the best players to pick up a basketball. So that's just my take on that. But I feel you, like, I feel you. I came off the bench this season. Did you watch how that turned out? Did you watch everything, or you just only watched the end of the
That's
season?
right.
No,
Like,
no,
did you
no.
watch
No,
how?
no, no. I'm
But
not
like,
saying you
nah,
should
nah,
come off
like,
the
nah, no
bench.
bullshit. Like, nah, because y'all want to talk real. Did we watch how I was playing 8 minutes and people were playing a lot of minutes and we couldn't get off the start? We couldn't do the things that we were supposed to do. Did you watch how my energy and how I changed the narrative for the franchise? Did you see that, or you only see when they talk bad about a player that actually did some really special things for them?
No, I'm not saying I think you should come off the bench. I think you kind of misinterpreted what I was trying to say. I was just saying, like, would you listen to a team's offer that's all like my bad. I'm not saying you should come off the
All right,
bench. I'm
next question. Anybody else got any more questions?
My friend, hey Kennedy, my friend Kayla said, "Can you unblock her? She was just playing. She said she a kinfolk. She was just playing."
Listen, the thing about that is, if I feel like you're saying anything that's unnecessary, like, you're just gonna get blocked. Like, I protect my peace. Like, I want people commenting and responding in the right way. You see, I do a lot of engagements. I try to engage with my fans. That's different. A lot of players really don't engage with their fans. So the fact that I'm even doing that, I just be wanting respect. Like, just don't say no crazy stuff on there, because, like, I don't want to see it. My fans don't want to see it. Like, they don't. So that's the only reason why. But I'll think about it. I will think about it. I will consider.
Yeah, we just
I
want to
got
say
a.
she was putting
Go
in
ahead.
on the spaces for you too, just so you know.
What's her name?
It's it's Kayla. I think it's She Hoops 12 or something like that.
Okay. I don't have no
Yeah,
problem. I'll look into it
So
for
Kennedy,
sure.
I want to ask you about China. What's like the funnest thing that you've done there so far? I mean, this is your first year in China, right?
No, I've played in China last year, but we didn't do as well as we're doing this year.
Oh, okay.
So this is my second year here. Probably just, I'm not gonna lie, making the money. Like, that's really the best
That's
thing.
right.
It's like so simple, so easy. Probably the food, experiencing different food. It's a different culture. So it's pretty fun to be over here. It's relaxing. It's stress free. I like everything. It's more lux. Like, they do everything you ask. They treat you the way you're supposed to be treated. They respect you.
Nice, because I know that you've seen like
The
everybody
game.
ran to the. Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna
Ken,
say I just wanted to know because everybody ran to the Chinese app the other day when we didn't have TikTok. So
Yeah, the only thing I wish is that they streamed the game so that everybody really could see how the game goes. So they can see, like, it's not as easy as a person would think. We play every other day. We travel. I've probably had, in the span from November 1st to now, I've probably only had 3 off days. So to be able to do the things I'm doing, it's really difficult for my body and my mental space. But I'm able to continue to work on my game and get better and better every day. That's the one thing I can say. Definitely getting better.
They actually are streaming the games on YouTube for
yeah, so
Wuhan,
we see some of the
Shanghai.
games.
Um, yeah, people.
I feel like they do it sometimes. Has it been consistent?
Yes, it has been consistent. There's one person on YouTube that's streaming all of them. Like, let's say you have a game tomorrow morning, even if he doesn't stream it live, he will go back and stream it so it's on his channel. So people just go to his channel to watch all the games. So even if he doesn't catch it live, he'll at least get it within 12 to 20 hours after you play. So everyone's able to actually watch it on YouTube. And then there's the that Chinese reporter with like the pink profile picture. She actually gave like the instructions for people to go on the China website, which is a
I
little bit
thought,
more confusing. But
yeah.
yeah, we've been able to watch your games.
Okay, okay,
Ken,
okay. What's going on?
I've been watching you since like college, Atlanta, LA, now Chicago, and like it's been like this quote unquote thing just following you throughout your career, saying like you are like a locker room problem or something. Would you want to speak on that, or is it something that you feel as though it's not the time or place to speak on? Because I feel like we never get a chance to hear your side of the story. It's always what the media and everybody else want to put out about you,
I mean,
and
I
you
just
just
feel like
never.
as a woman, you're gonna deal with a lot when you're really talented, and some people maybe not able to do the things you're able to do. It's a lot that comes with that, and it's just being able to weather the storm. I'm not the first one that's gonna deal with this. I'm not the last, you know. So that's just something that when, like I said earlier, when a situation happens, people just continue wanting to attack you, not give you the opportunity to talk, not know you as a person. Just in LA, like in LA, if we're being completely honest, I just never got an opportunity to play. Like I just never got one. You heard that when Brittany Sykes went on to an interview, she was like, "Wood's a great teammate. Wood, there's nothing wrong with her." Little things like that just go over people's head, and that's fine. I don't let it bother me. I just control what I can control, and I'm just focused on getting around the crowd that will embrace me. But don't
Yeah,
think that people are gonna like you just because they're your teammate. You could be playing more, somebody could dislike you. There's a lot of things that could go on, and you just being you. You just wanting to better yourself and be the best player that you can be. I'm a player that typically likes to hoop and go home. I stay to myself. This year in Chicago was probably the first year you guys seen me on the internet being a bottle girl, doing backflips in the locker room. Like all of those things kind of just go overlooked, and that's cool. That's fine. But that just lets me know to not let myself out there anymore, because when you do, people still try and despise you and still try and spin it like it's something else when you're really just trying to get along and have a great time with your teammates. We went on yachts. We did a lot of stuff. And y'all know, come on, I'm a high commodity player. So if something really was to like just be outrageous, y'all gonna hear about it. There's nothing that y'all heard about a tweet. All I did was lay in my room and tweet that I feel like, layups are important, which they are, and it went viral. So I think that at this point in my career, anything that I do, you're gonna hear about it. And with me knowing that, that causes me to move with conscious, and that causes me to move a certain way. So kind of just think about that when you're thinking about me.
yeah, and I feel you. I feel you. I feel like that's why a lot of fans kind of glued on to you and Angel's relationship, because it's kind of like it's not the same, but it's similar how people just try to come for y'all and always label you two as like locker room cancers. And I just wanted to give you a chance to speak to that, because we all as fans, we start making shirts talking about Ken and Barbie. So like we
I
enjoy
think,
seeing y'all
just
together.
you know how we are with us, type of women. They always want to put this stigma on us type of women. I'm not gonna say what exactly, but that's just comes with how I was born, how I was made. So it's unfortunate that I have to deal with it. I can't be treated just like a normal player, and I'm fine with that. I'll find somewhere that embraces me and loves me. I don't take it no type of way. That's the way the world is. Shit, that's the way politics is. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay, Ken.
Kennedy, I do have a question. Um, and like obviously, of course, if you don't want to answer it, or I need to reframe the question, I will. But in regard to a couple of Chicago Sky reporters, particularly Annie Casabal. I'm not really sure how some of the players particularly feel about some of the reporters, but I don't know if you've seen some of the reports that they've been making, but I guess I just wanted to, I guess, ask your opinion. Like,
I just feel like if we're gonna make reports, just like Woj in the NBA makes reports, cite who your sources are so that we can know, so that we can verify that those sources are who they say they are. Because when I'm talking to my agent and we're talking to them, that's kind of not the side that I'm hearing, you know? So I'm hearing different sides and I don't want to spill it. I'll spill it later on. But just know that I've always been in direct contact with them about how they feel and what's really going on. And there's a time and a place for everything. So in due time, you guys can understand why or what is the actual reason. But I don't agree with the reports. Neither does my team. But that's what journalists do. You know, they say stuff that may be right. They say stuff that may be wrong. But a lot of times these guys are wrong, and people are allowed to be wrong. You know, some people are going to be wrong. They're going to be proved wrong, and their words will be. You're gonna have to eat those words that you said. You know, you gonna have to remember that. I don't. I ain't gonna forget it. So I mean, no, I
Period.
don't agree with it. But that's their job. But I just would like the people that are, you know, in the media to sort your sites, sort your sources, just like the NBA does. When they make a report on players, they say per such and such. So don't make a report and be like, oh, I can't reveal my sources. No, you can reveal it so that we can know if it's legit or not.
I agree with you because that particular reporter, she always has some crazy things to say about you. Talking about your relationship with the new coach and you not getting along with teammates, i.e., like Marina. And so, and I'm just like, if you're going to say these things, put a source to it.
Yeah, just to piggyback off
That's
that,
what I'm saying.
Kennedy.
Most of the social media engagements just went over people's head. Like me and Marina was pretty much like tweeting and we're posting each other every day. Like we still follow each other. Like I think she's a special player. Like I love Marina as a person, man. Like that's what people don't understand. So they can say what they want. I still follow pretty much all my teammates. I don't got no problem with anybody. You know, if
Yeah,
Right.
that's what made me not
you
believe
know,
any of
like
that,
you
because I
gotta
remember you guys, being on all these videos together, like getting
Yeah.
along, like, and so when that stuff came out, I didn't believe it because I'm like, how? Like, doesn't the narrative doesn't fit?
So
So
basically, Kennedy, you leaving
exactly. That's
Chicago
but
on
I'm
good
saying
terms?
like a lot of these videos just go over people's heads, you know? It's past the season, it's the end of the season, but like guys, a lot of the social media engagements between teammates was definitely posted. It was posted between me and Angel, between me and whoever. It was all on social media, us having a good time, specifically in the locker room, dancing, cutting up, like so I mean, I personally don't agree with it. I personally feel like there could be some envious going on, but that's a part of the game, you know? That's just what it is.
Hey, Kennedy, I have a question. So I've noticed you've been working on your game. Do you feel like comfortable playing the point guard position, or it doesn't matter to you? Like, do you want to play point guard? Because I know you said you played it in college.
Yeah, I like playing the one. I think that I am a true point guard, you know, but I think some people just see me score the ball that they overlook that. You know, my role was a little bit different with Chicago. I was able to show that I can play the two. I can move without the ball. I don't need the ball in my hands to be able to score. I think I've showed that, but I think I am vital at the one just because I can find everybody on the court, push the pace, set the tempo, find my bigs, and I just can make things happen, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We will miss you in
no, yeah,
Chicago,
Yeah.
though, Kennedy, and we wish you the
yes,
best. We wish you find a team that suits you and fits your play style. And you got some forever fans in us here in Chicago. A lot of them may not feel that way because they feel some way about your interactions tonight. But when they find out that it ain't
we
got
don't
nothing
care
to do
about
with
them.
Angel, when they find out it got nothing to do with Angel, you got us for life. And we wish you the
Yeah, and
best
that's
for
my
real.
last question. Like, are you leaving Chicago like on good terms?
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, I told you like it was the best season I had. Like I'm not mad. I'm not upset. You know, I'm already searching for the next destination, you know? You got to understand, I'm a player that wants to be wanted. I'm special. I bring a lot of things to the table that people just cannot do. You know, people are not as quick, not as explosive, can't grab the rim at their size, you know, can't shoot consistently from the mid range, can't finish over bigs. There's a lot of things, can't find cutters. There's a lot of things that I bring to the table that I'm pretty confident that somebody needs it. You know, if it's not them, that's fine. I appreciate them for giving me the opportunity. You know, I love Jeff. He's a great guy. He's a great GM, and you know, it's up from here.
I beg to differ.
Period.
Period.
Period, Ken.
Okay, but I got one
He's
Because
more
not a
question.
great
I
people
got
GM.
one more question. Is this your first time hearing about WNBA radio, or you been here for a little minute?
No, I've been hearing. I hear honestly, I hear about a lot of spaces, and I'm gonna start coming on talking a little bit more, just because like I really be feeling like y'all be needing to hear from a different side
We
versus
Yes,
what
do.
you see on
We need to
Twitter.
hear
we
from the
do.
play. We need to hear from the
We
players.
hear
That's my
from
biggest thing. Like
players.
we need transparency.
We want y'all to be able to speak and clear y'all names because, like you said, reporters are going to report. They gonna report if it's good or bad, if it's false or true.
Oh
That's
yeah,
their
I cut
job.
out,
They
but
gonna
yeah,
report it.
my bad. I said I cut out,
And
but we need transparency in the WNBA.
yeah,
I feel like we get it on the men's side and we don't get it on the women's side. So, if anytime you want to come up, you're always welcome. We be on playback. They stream your games in the morning at 6 a.m. So yeah, I just feel like we need to hear from y'all because the media paint y'all in a different way. So if we can hear from y'all first, that'd be good. And we're not here to be
I got
disrespectful. We here to just ask some questions, say our piece, and let the fans hear from y'all first.
Yeah, I got y'all. I'm gonna start engaging a little bit more here. I like y'all spaces, so as it gets closer on in free agency, only got a couple games left. Doing some talking, doing some conversation with my agent. We're gonna definitely spin back when a decision is made, so that we can hear what everybody has to say, and we can see if those naysayers were correct.
yeah, you can follow a couple of us too.
Yo,
Starfire, me.
kid,
Brandy, I
you
always
Just
good
you
that
ready to
follow
go?
you're
you.
always welcome.
You
I'm
always
one of the
welcome to
biggest
follow a
fans.
couple of us.
And if you want to,
I have one more
no, I have
question
one.
for
I
Went
have one more
ahead and
Kennedy.
threw
question. I
my
have
All
one more
right, one
question.
more question. One
No,
more
oh well,
question.
let her do
Go
first.
ahead,
You was
Naya.
watching the Unrivaled games
Mine
today,
is
right?
easy.
Of course, I was watching the Unrivaled games. I always watch. You know why I'm
Okay, so
watching?
we have a
I'm
playback.
watching because these guys are my competition. I'm scouting.
You
That is
smart.
why I'm watching.
That's
I'm
You
right.
watching
smart,
to
but I'm saying
see.
we have a playback. So if you ever want to come on playback and watch a game with us and join the panel, let us know.
Okay,
Yeah,
somebody just
just
send it to
DM
my
me.
DM and
It
yeah,
ain't open. You got
no,
to
you
follow
DM
me
me.
or DM you.
Oh, it's not open.
I'll send it to
No,
her
it's not
DM.
open.
Yeah, you gonna have
Whoever
to.
Berg
You're gonna have to
21
follow
is,
us.
they whoever whoever when I see that y'all really support Chennedy Carter, y'all get that follow. But
That's right, Kennedy.
Whoever Berg 21 is, they can obviously keep me in the loop, and I'll be tapped in from there for sure.
I
But I
got you.
appreciate y'all for letting me
I
come
got
over
you.
here and
Kennedy, I've
speak
had
my
you
piece.
since day one, just so you know. I've had you since day one. Never, ever. I've always been 10 toes down with you, and I always will be. But I wanted to ask you, because I love Chicago, regardless of the sky. I love Chicago, and I want to ask you, what did you think of the city that you were here this summer? What did you think?
That's a good question.
Best city in the world, right?
I
Best city
wouldn't
in the
say that.
world.
I'm an LA baby. I'm an LA baby. That's where I reside at. I wouldn't say that, but Chicago definitely has great food, just great people, great places to shop at. Boats on in the summertime. It's hot. It's like a lot of concerts and festivals. I will say it's a nice city to be in during the summer. It's cold during the winter, but during the summer, Chicago is lit. Like it's a cool city.
Chicago or Cleveland?
I only been to Ohio like
No
once.
competition.
Yeah, so I can't really speak. I have to go out there a little bit more and see.
Great answer.
But LA definitely got Chicago beat though. That's
Uh-uh.
all I'm gonna say.
Can we get a dunk, Kennedy Carter? Can we please get a dunk, or at least you try to dunk, please?
A what?
A
A,
dump.
a
Try to
dunk.
dunk.
Oh, a dunk. Yeah,
I
let's
might
dunk
do a
that.
little. I might do a little something. I'm working on my game over here, so I might give you all a little video. We'll see. Let's see how the legs
No.
feel. We'll
Good luck,
see.
Hollywood.
But all right, I appreciate y'all. I gotta go. So
Yeah,
y'all
Yeah,
be
Kennedy,
good
Yep.
good.
luck.
thank
Thanks
you
for
for
Good
coming.
stopping
luck.
You
in.
Good
welcome
night,
Bye.
anytime.
guys.
You want to clear some shit up? Just
Wear
we
your
here.
mask over there.
Or I guess good afternoon. I forgot to.
Yeah.
Yeah, low key. Good
and good luck
afternoon.
in free agency.
Appreciate y'all. Bye.
Bye, Kennedy. Thank you.